Morning, my friends. Welcome to my den for today's shave, which is brought to us by Seaforth Heather. This is really neat soap. It's been my pleasure to sample these things from the very beginning. I think I have the whole line. They're great soaps. It's a reimagining of some of these great vintage fragrances. Our razor today is our vintage or our Blackland Vector. Just my standby. And let's get started, huh? What's happening today in history? This is the 3rd of July. I would shave on the 4th, but the 3rd is a good day too. Today, George Washington arrives in Cambridge, Massachusetts? Cambridge, where Harvard lives. Takes up residence at the Wadsworth House and takes command of the Continental Army. He's a nervous guy at this point because he took this job with not a lot of experience. He was a colonel in the Virginia militia during the Indian Wars. So he had some experience in small units, but not with an entire army. He was nervous, and he said it. He wrote several letters to Congress and to his wife, and a couple other ones that I read, where he expressed a great deal of concern whether he's going to be up to this. And then the troops that he found, or is going to find maybe, because he just arrived last night or yesterday afternoon. They're pretty raw. No formal training. Most of them are, well, they're all volunteers at this point. Now they'll be getting paid because that's what the Continental Congress was talking about, having a unified army under one command structure. They're working on the Articles of War, the Uniform Code of Colonial Military Justice, I guess we'll call that. And he's let's see, what will I do? I'll go 1, 2, kind of this way. This is roughly across the grain. Me. So these are, as we mentioned before, those are young guys in Congress doing their darndest to do a good job. Being super thorough. And poor George gonna come in, seeing these guys with just whatever gear they had. Their weapons are not necessarily standardized, only having the powder that they brought with them. So their supply chains, all the support structures that go with an army aren't necessarily in place. And he says, and with this I'm going up against the strongest army in the world. Naturally, anybody would be a little bit nervous. But tomorrow, you give an address to the troops. I have that address somewhere. I'll read that to you. Maybe I'll just do a special reading tomorrow. About in his order number 1, he talks to them about how the officers are going to be in charge and going to be responsible for the health and well-being of their troops, which is still number 1 order today. Oh, thank you for coming and visiting with me while I'm talking a little bit about history. I'm finding it more and more interesting. You know, the more I've been into this series, the more interesting stuff I find. And I want to share the kind of a little bit in the weeds things and thoughts about not the main path, but maybe just stuff just on the edge of the path of history. Boy, this is a great shape. If you guys get an opportunity to pick up a Blackland Vector, they're a little spendy, but I'll tell you, I think you'll find a better razor. These are Thayer's lemon. For some reason my phone thought I was talking to it. Thayer's lemon, and then the Heather aftershave splash. Was it lavender, bergamot, and geranium? Kind of a floral barbershop scent. Wonderful things. Thank you so much for bearing with me for today's shave. I'm Major Rich. You can find me at theshavingcutter.com. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like. If you're so inclined, subscribe. I'm like 7 short of 500. It's a landmark for me. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. We have 840 videos in my collection that you can browse through. This is the Revolutionary Shave series. I hope you're enjoying that, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.